right now, my name is Sam, and I'm here with the band S.B.N.C. And right now I'm going to play a song for you from their latest CD called, the CD's Remember the Times. The song is called Burst in Flames, and here you go. Alright, that was S.B.N.C. with the song Burst in Flames off their new CD, Remember the Times again. Right now we're just going to say hello to them. So why don't you guys just say your names and say what instruments you play?
My name's AJ and I play the guitar. My name's Mitch and I sing. My name's Josh and I play guitar. My name's Chris, I play drums. My name's Sean, I play the bass.
Alright. You guys play any other instruments, any cowbell or anything?
I tried to play the banjo one time. And I want to play like one song.
Oh, okay.
I can play it really good.
Alright. Right now we're just going to cut to another song. We're having some technical difficulties, so we got to figure out some stuff in the station. So you get treated to another S.B.N.C. song. This is called Remember the Times. With Remember the Times, do you guys want to talk about that song a little bit? Or actually, before we get into that, let's just introduce the band. So we went through the band members. Do you guys want to talk about where you're from, what type of music? I mean, obviously it's pretty obvious what type of music you play, but different influences, what type of music you like to listen to.
Well, first off, we're from the South Bay, the Manhattan Beach, Hermosa area. We're very proud of that, stoked on that.
That was,
And one of our major influences range anywhere from like metal to punk to from new country. For other people, different shit.
did you just say country?
I might have said country.
Okay.
Some of us like to get it right. I don't know.
I do some rap, you know.
Right. Alright. Actually, we got you guys to bring in some CDs from bands that influence you, so we're going to be playing those later on in the show. Just to let you know, Mata3333 says that S.B.N.C. is sick. I don't know if that's...
Oh, yeah, Mata 333.
So if any of you are wondering how this Mata person said this, because you can contact us, our AOL AIM is Bruin Radio, BRUIN Radio. That's our screen name. If you don't know how to spell that, then you should be asleep right now because you're 5 years old or younger. If you want to call in and ask a question, you can. The request line is 310-825-9999, and the on-air line is 310-825-9085. If you missed those numbers, you can just look them up. It's on the website. If you're listening to this, you're obviously on the website. So put two and two together. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about shows. You guys want to talk about that? Yeah. Upcoming shows, past shows.
We've actually got a really big show coming up March 30th down at Corey's Club in Long Beach off of North Marina Drive. It's more of an audition for a larger show. If we're able to sell 100 tickets for it, basically we're guaranteed a spot to open up at a music festival in the Queen Mary. If the other bands that are going to be on there, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Killswitch Engage, Atreyu from Autumn to Ashes, Alkaline Trio, all those bands are the ones that they're talking with right now. It's true, don't look at me like it's a lot. Some of these guys are just hearing this for the first time. But yeah, it's going to be a really big show. If we could sell 100 tickets, we're guaranteed on it. You said 15,000 plus people. That's what we're really looking at right now. There's other shows elsewhere, and we're stoked about those too, but that's the main one that's in our sights right now.
So you guys are obviously most stoked about Fall Out Boy playing, right?
Yeah. Also, Killswitch Engage. Mine's Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on Paul. He went so hard.
Alright, so have you guys any past shows you want to talk about? Maybe you want to rap or any venues you liked in the past?
Troubadour and Key Club were two of the best venues we played at so far.
We got to open up for the Circle Jerks. That was pretty fucking awesome considering that, like, no one like our music scene where we're from, so that was pretty awesome.
And where was that? Was that at the Troubadour?
I was at Club 705 on the Hermosa Pier.
Oh, nice. So you guys hit a lot of different venues then, yeah?
Yeah, we play anywhere we can, anywhere that'll take us.
So how do you get invited to these different venues? Is it just word of mouth, people hear about you and ask you to play, or?
Well, maybe it's a little MySpace addict thing. You can't get off that shit.
Yeah.
It's a mix between us hitting people up, seeing if that there's room on shows, or if they have any shows coming up that we can do, and it's also people asking us to play shows. Random opportunities just falling into our laps, like the one in Long Beach was just a friend of a friend who knew somebody who could get us on it, so a lot of times it's just luck.
Sapphire one was a company of AMI Productions that we've done a couple shows with.
Always got really good results.
Yeah, S.B.N.C, who is the Deviants manager. I don't know if you know who they are.
Yeah, I would hope you know who the Deviants are. Very good band. Excuse me. So it says on your website that you guys are ruthless self-promoters. Do you want to explain a little bit, like when it comes to getting shows and stuff like that, getting your name out? What kind of things have you found that have been most effective?
Well, I think one of the things we're talking about when we say that is we like to break into high schools late at night and put flyers out, which is a little creepy seeing as how most of us are out of high school now, but we're still sneaking around and just picking up whatever we can.
All right.
We drop off flyers everywhere. We're doing whatever we can. Like a lot of it is AJ. If you're our friend on MySpace, he'll send out thousands upon thousands of bulletins to almost an irritating extent.
As I said, little MySpace addict.
Yeah, like I'm our friend on MySpace, and I get annoyed with our band. I would listen to it.
Okay, so for the URL for your MySpace, though, it's just myspace.com/S.B.N.C.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's just the 4 letters, S.B.N.C. So if anybody out there is listening, you like the past 2 songs that you've heard, you can check them out.
We got an unreleased song up right now.
Oh,
Take
really?
a listen. Take a gander at that one.
Are we going to listen to that later in the show?
Yeah, sure.
It's John's love song.
All right.
Way back when.
I think I know the song you're talking about, so it would be a treat to all of our listeners if we did play that. We're not going to play that right now. Right now we're going to play, do you guys want to play Power Rangers?
Yeah, let's just play that.
Do you want to play a different song?
Sure, let's play Power Rangers.
Power Rangers? Alright, so this is S.B.N.C. with a cover of your favorite childhood cartoon song. Right now, Josh is, I'll explain later. Okay, and this is Power Rangers. That was S.B.N.C. here on UCLARadio.com. This is the radio show on UCLARadio.com. Right now we have a call. Do you want to make bets? You guys taking bets first?
I like a cash, but I would bet $1 million. I bet Mitch's pants. It's fine.
Hello?
Like pants.
Hello?
I'll bet Sean and H.J.
Who's caller? Is there someone on the phone?
My name is Kyle.
Kyle. Okay, this is Kyle.
All right, hold up here.
Yeah, we got some technical difficulties, so Kyle, hold on 1 second.
I get this one.
Alright, Josh is going to answer your questions.
But I'm going to talk to him.
Alright, hello?
Josh likes me.
Hello? Yep, I know who this is. This is a cat.
Are you the guitarist?
What? Say that again.
Are you the guitarist?
Yeah, I am.
Am I speaking with the guitarist?
You are.
I challenge you to a guitar match at Madison Square Garden, no holds barred. Are you down, biatch?
Alright, let's go right now. I can kick your ass.
S.B.N.C. what?
What's the question?
The question is, this guy's afraid.
What did Shane say?
I don't. You have to be a member of this country to talk on the radio station.
And with that, we're dropping that call. Alright. So, I don't know if anybody here heard the radio show last week, or 2 weeks ago. We actually had Josh, guitarist from S.B.N.C. He he was here with his own little not solo, acoustic project with
You do well.
big.
It's kind of like a homo thing.
All right, we can classify that as that if you want, for all you homophobes out there. But most of the calls we got were just pretty ridiculous, and yeah, and we're already starting off well. So if you want to have an actual call with an actual question, that'd be pretty awesome, because the band's on the show to try to get a little exposure, so you get a little insight into what the band's like. So right now we're going to play a song that has influenced band member AJ. We're actually going to play 3 songs that he handpicked, and if you like them, then that's awesome. If you don't, you can call in and tell him that you don't. So here is AJ's songs. Alright, those were 3 songs that band member AJ picked out as influential in his music. Right now it's giving me the maybe. So we want to talk about that a little bit. First, just identify the songs, obviously, what were they, and then kind of talk about why they influenced you or why you picked those particular songs.
The first one was Liberate by Slipknot. The second one was Days of the Phoenix by AFI. And the third one was Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana. AFI is really the only one that directly influences my writing, probably more so in the lyrics. That's my favorite song by them. Probably become a permanent fixture on me pretty soon. And
Wait. What do you mean, becoming a permanent fixture on you pretty soon? Oh, you don't have to. Let's not talk about that.
And then Slipknot just kicks a lot of ass, and I really like Nirvana as well.
Is there anything in particular about these bands that you appreciate, or is it just they kick ass?
I don't have anything bad to say about AFI, and the singer in Slipknot is ridiculous. I can't believe he can scream like that. And Sean's mooning me right now. And yeah, that's basically it.
All right.
I'll say real quick that Love Line Talk is starting now as well, so please call me. Love Line questions. I know a
Okay.
lot.
We want to clarify though first.
We are very socially experienced. Except for Sean.
And Josh,
All right. Yeah, if you guys want to call in, if anybody out there wants to call in, you can call in. You can call in. The number is on the website. It would be most helpful if you called in with a specific question for a specific band member, just due to technical difficulties we're having right now, which is a euphemism for people stole all the headphones out of the radio station, so the band can't hear anything that you say except for one, because we jerry-rigged a little headphone in the main booth. So if you want to call in, have a specific question for a specific band member, and you'll get it answered. Right now we're going to play 2 S.B.N.C songs. One new one, and well, actually they're both older. One is off their EP they came out with right before the new CD, and then a little oldie but goodie. So here's S.B.N.C with More Than Just a Name. Was 2 songs from S.B.N.C. So right now I have another song sitting in front of me. It's 45 seconds long. Apparently it's really old. You guys want to talk about this a little bit, this song?
Josh was in the band, and Sean actually. I used to play bass, and our good friend James Grant was the lead singer. That's my brother. That's Sean's brother. And he got too smart and went to Georgetown, so we had to get some loser to fill the space.
We miss his beautiful book.
And you will surely hear him in all his glory right now.
These are more punk rock days.
Alright,
Yeah, just so out there.
alright, so here we go.
Not really.
Alright, that was definitely different than any of your other songs.
That was for you!
Alright, we're talking about James Grant, former member of the band. Sean Grant is currently the bassist for the band. They're brothers, in case you didn't understand that Grant thing, and that they already explained that. So right now, I think I'm kind of interested in maybe your worst show experience. Like,
Well, I'm going to say Josh had one.
All right, I'll tell you mine. I forget where it was I went. It could have been Jack. No, what I ate before. It could have been Jack in the Box, anything. But let's just say I was in a good mood going to a show. We were playing at the Jocelyn Center. I think it was our senior year of high school. No? All right, AJ. Well, I'm going to make up my story. It was senior year of high school. There's a good amount of people there. It's a good show. I'm feeling a little sick before, maybe about 10 minutes before we go on. And it's not nervous sick. It's actual sick. So I think it's nerves, and I go to the bathroom and I throw up. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. Well, I feel better now. I'll go play on stage. We go up there, start playing, and rocking out doesn't really help you feel better. So after a while, I started throwing up when I was on stage. And I was playing guitar while throwing up. After that, we had to cut the show a little short, and I threw up some more. And basically, I just threw up the entire show. So it was pretty bad. Next day, I threw up a whole lot too.
Your talent of Josh is it's telling not an interesting story.
It is pretty. It is pretty hard to concentrate. It's pretty hard to concentrate, but I have a bunch of you guys just laughing at me. You can't really focus on the story.
Somebody here is saying that your worst show is in Chino. Is that true?
Fuck you! Ow, I thought that was a cool. I had fun there.
You had fun at that show?
I hit myself in my face with my guitar once. Alec, I started bleeding from my mouth.
What Alex said that? Yeah. Alec, you suck.
All right, so we're going to actually ask a question from an actual legitimate person with an IQ. So their question is, how much work goes into putting together CDs or a show? Too much work. Mitch yells.
How much work goes into
Yeah, AJ's reading it because he can't listen, I guess.
This last one has been a lot harder to make because takes a lot longer. Me and Alec have been doing it mostly where we got covers and we put all the lyrics on. We have like a kind of little booklet going on. All the rest of them weren't nearly as expensive to make, but this one's been taking like 3 hours at a time to make.
So how much does it cost to make?
More. How long or how much?
Yeah, how much does it cost for you guys to make
To get all the supplies, it was about $200 off the bat, and now it's about $50 each time.
Then you make a bunch of CDs.
Yeah, except Alex Lamb got us a nice discount at Fry's.
So, I think, all right, we have actually somebody on the phone. Let me see if they're still there. Hey, all right, we're going to put this caller on. Who do you have a question for?
Yes?
All right, AJ, do you remember me? We hooked up a couple months ago, and I think I have your child.
Who is this for?
This is AJ.
AJ. So, AJ, he says that he has your child, but it sounds like
What's the question?
I don't remember since you met with me.
If I remember?
all right, oh my God, the call got dropped again. I think that this show's going to make a record for dropped calls, I have a feeling.
Sorry. It's our drunk friends, what can we say?
But you're still welcome to call in, especially if you have a serious question. All right, so we have another caller right now.
When we're shut, those friends call you.
Hello? Hey, do you have a question for any specific band member?
Oh, yes, I have a question for
Mitch, you got lady friend on the phone. Just deny everything. Deny. Oh, she has a question for the whole band? Well, we asked you to have a question for an individual.
I could reiterate it to the band, though, because it sounds like a pretty lady.
My question is, S.B.N.C, won't you do me a
answer is yes. I think.
All right, thanks for the question. So, in case anybody out there was wondering what that was, she just sang the unreleased single.
Anally.
Going to do it anally. We'll play that later. So, S.B.N.C is definitely has a fun side to them. I think that's what maybe sets them apart from a lot of other bands. It's not just all business. While they are very professional, as you can tell, they also have a very fun side to them.
I'm kind of emo.
All right, which explains the Power Rangers cover, and you'll hear this anal song later. It should be pretty awesome. But right now we're going to play songs from that influenced Chris, drummer in the band. All right, those were Chris handpicked as influential or just important to him. Do you want to talk about those a little bit, Chris? First, just tell listeners what songs those were, names, artists.
The first song was Ask Yourself by 98 Mute. They were basically like the first like band that I like really got into. They got me into like punk and like all that shit. They're from like the South Bay too, so you know it's all good. And the second one was by People Under the Stairs. They're a rap group from LA too. And the last one was the Acacia Strain.
Okay, that's a pretty eclectic mix right there. What we just heard. Some.
Yeah, I'm into a lot of different stuff. So.
Okay. Do you think that helps you out in your music and writing?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like we all get stuff from all over the place. Like I like Blink-182. I'm into everything, you know.
I'd imagine that hip hop element probably helps you with your drums a little bit, right?
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure.
So those were Chris's influences. We have a question right now. Do you guys want to take a question from online? First question: how often do you guys play, and how often? Okay, this person doesn't know how to form a proper sentence. The question is, how often do you guys play?
Well, like shows or?
I guess. I guess you're going to shows and then practicing.
Well, shows. I don't know. We play like whenever we can get one. Sometimes it's like 3 in a weekend. Sometimes it's like once every couple weeks. It all depends, you know. And then practicing, you know, we just like whenever we can. Usually it's at night. We have a pretty sick like practice room, so
We aim for like 3-4 times a week if we can, but like we all work, we all go to school. Like it's hard to get all our schedules working together, but we try. We work out for a good chunk of the time.
except for me, Chris, I don't do that much.
Alright, so out of the band, who works the hardest?
I'd say on the band, AJ. AJ's a tough little worker. You know?
So that's unanimous. And
He's the most into it.
wait, AJ works the hardest even though he goes to MIT?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no G. G is on the East Coast. I can't say that anymore. That's a smart people school. He goes to guitar school.
Actually, I think that's pretty interesting though. So AJ, do you want to talk about that a little bit? You go to Musicians Institute, right?
I do.
So, could you talk about that? Like, does that help you with your writing? Like, you chose to forego the average path in life, or that, you know, what you've been told since you were like 5 years old that you're going to go to college, and well, I mean, you're going to college, but it's more vocational than just theoretical. So, this is probably boring, but do you want to talk about that a little bit? Do you like that school? Do you like?
I like it a lot. It's you have to really be like 100% into it and be able to be there all the time to get everything out of it. I lived in Hollywood last year. That was a lot easier. I live back down in Manhattan now, and it's a lot harder to keep up with all the schoolwork and stuff. But I'm starting to wind down, so I can really focus on promoting us more, which is what I really want to do anyways. So.
Okay, so promoting, just to give a little shout outs, myspace.com/S.B.N.C, right?
Check it.
Yeah, the more friends they have, the better it looks. The more hits they have, the better it looks. Alright, so I think we've taken a few questions. Right now we're going to play an S.B.N.C song. And here it is. Alright, that was S.B.N.C with Still Locked Away. Right now we have a caller. We're going to put them on. Hello? Hello? Oh, Mitch has a headphone right now, so he's the only person that's going to really be able to understand what you're saying. But you have a question, or want to say anything?
Yeah, I've been listening the whole time tonight, but I was wondering, is AJ straight?
Short answer, no. Long answer, yes.
Short answer, no, but
Well, I don't know. If I'm going to make fun of him right here, I'm going to say no. But you know what? AJ probably pulls more girls than you, caller.
Unidentified caller.
Unidentified caller who we have no idea who the hell you are.
dude, I first shook out of my head, and then, you know how it happens, but I just bend over.
Oh my! The call's about to get dropped if it keeps going this direction.
I would not hook up with a girl that came out of your butt. That's just me. That's just me.
I think you would. I beg to differ.
Is Sean there right now?
Yeah.
You want to talk to Sean?
Is it okay if I talk to Sean?
Yeah.
It's not, but I'll give him the headphones.
Okay, cool.
All right, here we go.
I'm listening, caller.
Hello? Hello?
Wow, this song is a big hit. Oh, the call got dropped. Okay. Yeah, that's a fan favorite. Okay, so we actually have a question online for the entire band. What does "Remember the Times" mean, or what's the significance?
That's somewhat of a long story. A good friend of mine, Fran De Leon, known the kid since the first grade. Yeah, Chris loves you. He got the banner of "Remember the Times" tattooed on his arm. Before that, we were all trying to think of some sort of tattoo that we could get for what the hell was that? we tried to. We were thinking we should all get a tattoo because like we're all a very close group of friends. We've stuck together for a long ass time. And he just one day showed up and he had "Remember the Times" tattooed on his arm, and we're all like, "Oh, that's rad, that's perfect." And then we came up with a song that was "Remember the Times," and it's just basically, if you read the lyrics, it's all about like all the best times that I personally can remember throughout high school. There's parts about how I went to Europe in there and had a great time there. There's parts about hanging out in Manhattan Beach and just like doing stupid shit with my friends. And there's just, I don't know, it's just about what we've done, and it's
Homies.
and how we homies.
And that was dedicated to our friend Shane Atkins, who's
Yeah.
in the Navy right now, who may have called earlier.
No, he did call us.
He just called and singing. All right, so "Remember the Times," definitely a filled song, lots of depth and meaning in it, and the entire album. We have another question though. What is your most meaningful song? Thanks for asking a question that's probably
After we answered it.
Okay, Shane says, "Chris, you're gay."
He's really not, folks, but he is single.
But actually, somebody wanted to ask Chris about Fallen Figure.
Well, Fallen Figure is my other band that I sing for. I recorded them a little while ago. You know, it's you know, go check it out. It's more like death metal type stuff, if you're into that. But, you know, S.B.N.C rocks, so that's all I'm saying.
Okay, another random question. Somebody wants to know which one of you has the smallest wiener after Chris? And George wants to know.
Well, it's basically a known fact that Josh has the littlest dick.
No. He doesn't have the littlest one. It's just that it's really skinny, like and then it goes up and unfolds like an umbrella.
Okay, so on that note,
One or two girls have told me, I don't know, he hasn't been, you know, with that many girls.
on that note, we're gonna play some songs that actually have influenced Josh. 3 of them. Here they go. Those were 3 songs that Josh picked out. Josh, you want to talk about those a little bit?
Yeah. By far, Kill Switch Engage was the first song by, it was Fixation in Darkness, and Thrice was called The Red Sky, and last one, We Cut Short, it's by Avenged Sevenfold called The Wicked End. All 3 of those bands have influenced me so much, I probably wouldn't be playing guitar right now if it wasn't for those 3 bands. So, all my thanks to everyone in there.
So you just listened to it for the guitars?
Pretty much those 3 bands. Besides Thrice's new stuff, I like that more for the singing now, but Thrice's old stuff. Everything Killswitch and Bench do influences my guitars with S.B.N.C.
What about Coldplay?
Coldplay is one of my favorites. I get made fun of that a lot. But, I like a lot of different things, say anything, a bunch of different types of bands. So,
No, it's good to have a eclectic taste.
yeah, but for S.B.N.C. influence, it's those three by far. Between the Buried Me's up there as well.
Well, right now we have a caller. Hello? 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 Oh, she hung up. She waited on the phone for 10 minutes and then hung up. So, if anybody else wants to call. Awesome. Okay, so well, somebody's asking you what's your favorite venue to play at, even though we already asked you that.
Definitely keep up.
You're stupid. Don't listen to us. You suck.
The Kids Cabaret was pretty cool before it got shut down. It was just a good venue that like a lot of the local kids would come to.
Yeah.
It got shut down unfortunately.
I said, hell yeah.
We have a caller. His name is James Grant. Hello?
Big bro.
Hello? James, what's up?
How's it going?
So you are the former guitar player of S.B.N.C, correct?
I have a very serious question.
And singer and founder.
All right, he has a very serious question. What's up, man?
I was just wondering how S.B.N.C was affected by the loss of the most talented musician that they've ever seen.
Let me tell you, it hurt. It hurt, but you know, a lot of what our music is building back up from the crushed rubble of which we've become. And that's what you did to us, James.
Okay. You changed your name from the Camouflage Ferraris.
We changed our name from the Camouflage Ferraris before I even knew any of you. So why are you asking me, you jerk?
You are drunk.
Hey, we don't say that on the air, but we did have a mini gig in the recording studio.
All right, that's the end of this call. Thanks for calling, James. Appreciate it. Everybody, have fun in Georgetown. We got another question online. What is this? What band would you like to tour with if you could tour with any band?
That answer, I think, would be different for everybody in the band.
I think that's kind of why we're playing all these different songs.
Yeah, but let's not make fun of more of our listeners. We only got like 5 or 6 left. Let's try and not knock them off the list.
Probably number one to all of us would be Avenged Sevenfold, just because they're
Yeah, we got Avenged Sevenfold, Killswitch, Rise Against from our throw. AJ would like to tour with AFI and possibly like have like a kind of relationship with Davey Havoc.
and Chris is NWA.
And
Oh yeah!
okay, on that note, we're going to play S.B.N.C song. Here you go. Alright, so we have a question real quick. Who's better, Blink-182 or Green Day? Sean says Blink-182 by far. But right now we're going to play songs that Mitch picked out. So here we go. Time constraints, you can't play all 3 of Mitch's songs, but Mitch can still talk about all 3. So do you want to just talk about what songs just played and what song was not played, unfortunately?
Well, the third song that was not played was Selkie's The Endless Beginning by Between the Bear to Me, which actually doesn't really have any influence on me. I just think that's a rad song. Like, I don't sing like them. I don't try to sing or write like them. I just think that's a pretty cool song. And 91 by Death by Stereo, I wanted to put that song on just because, like, I'm trying recently to start writing my lyrics more like they flow together more so than the tune. Like, the tune is important, but the actual flow of the lyrics is also important. And I think that song, like, kind of like, it's hard as hell to write words that go that fast. I honestly don't even know what he's saying for most of the song, but, like, I respect that. And, let's see, what was saying? It's like Twisted Cane by Danzig. That's just because Danzig is the man. And if anybody ever tells you otherwise, kick them straight in the nuts.
I will remember that. We might have a caller right now. Mitch, you can take this. Hello? Oh, no. That girl hung up. She's called about 8 times tonight. And
Why do only drunk people call?
yeah, I'm pretty sure she's drunk. But that's right. Somebody actually had a question for AJ. Oh, this might be her calling. Hello? Alright, you're on.
I am?
Yeah, finally. I know it took all night, but
Well, I have to tell you guys something.
what's up?
Every time I'm alone, I think about Mitch and S.B.N.C. and I play with myself.
Yeah, baby. What is that
Yeah.
feel?
Hey, guys.
Is that alright?
Alright, that call just got.
Oh, why'd you block that?
Because this is not softcore. This is not softcore porn. This is UCLARadio.com. This is the radio show on UCLARadio.com.
And apparently everybody here is gay.
And you can tune in anytime. We have a lot of different shows. You can check out our schedule. It's on UCLARadio.com. Up next is The Night hosted by DJ Andrea, and it's supposed to play Latin eclectic music. And we have one question right now for AJ. Somebody asked, if you could have any guitar, what guitar would you have?
I really like mine right now. I have a 1960 reissue Les Paul. That one's really lovely to play, although it's quite heavy. And I had a Jackson at one point. That was really good too, but I don't like floating bridges, so I had to turn that one in.
I too don't like floating bridges.
And with that, we're going to play a song that Sean's chosen. Alright, those were two songs that Sean picked out. We couldn't play a third one because of time constraints again. Do you want to talk about the songs that you picked out, why you picked them?
Yeah, sure. The first one was 100 Proof by 88 Fingers Louie, and the bass player Joe also is the bass player for Rise Against, and him and the guitar player for 88 Fingers Louie started it, and they're my favorite band, and I think he's a really interesting, creative punk bassist. Same with Matt Freeman from Brain Sable, which was the second one with Roots Radicals, and then the third one I chose that we didn't play was No More Waiting by Cigar, and they're just three punk bands that really influenced why I like what I tried to write in this song.
And you're the bassist for the band.
I'm the bassist for the band.
But S.B.N.C actually has a lot of bass parts that you would expect from most bands. Yeah. You like to get a little
I
crazy.
guess so. I like to have some fun.
Yeah.
So I try to write stuff if I can.
Well, it seems like most of your songs are pretty fun, and considering that, right now we're just going to play a little song that Sean actually wrote. It's on a guitar, though. It's not,
It's actually bass.
oh, bass guitar?
It's just bass.
But acoustic?
Yeah.
Here we go.